time and time again, he is a threat to corrupt people. You know, I've been part of the kingdom as their general counsel for a number of years. I've represented them in countries in every continent. I've seen the work they've done for the poor, people that couldn't find food, they didn't have housing, they didn't have clothing, they didn't have an education. And then we find out in our country, they issue a warrant for his arrest. A federal judge, U.S. Attorney's Office, they get an indictment for Pastor Quiboloy, and they charge him with very serious crimes. And they do nothing about it for almost 3 years. You want him? Arrest him. Turn it over to the authorities in the Philippines. If you really believe what your informants have told you about the pastor, arrest him. They do nothing. And then I see that through the papers that I read and my friends in your country, that your new president and Pastor Quiboloy not exactly are on the same page. Accusations go back and forth. I mean, this pastor has said time and time again, he is a threat to corrupt people. And I've seen him for years go after corruption in your country. If he believes you're corrupt and he can prove it, he goes after you. And of course, your former President Duterte was the same way. So now there's a problem between what I read, between your new president and Pastor Quiboloy. And then what happens? 2,000 SWAT team members, paramilitary people, federal, state, and local police go to grab him? You said it there. One of the senators made sure that pastor was indicted for sex trafficking in the Philippines, a non-bondable offense. They got him in jail. And they got him in a jail with people in there that are charged with some very, very bad, vicious crimes. And he's sitting there with them. I mean, what they have done to weaponize your system of justice there through the people responsible is it's scary. And it scares people away. If you could do that to a pastor that has helped millions, 3 million people worldwide, he is dedicated, and I've seen the works he's done for children all over the world and poor people. If they could do that to him and get away with it, I got to tell you, it's a sad day for you folks. It's a sad day for our country here. And what this new president is going to do when Donald Trump is sworn in on Monday with the new attorney general, that stuff is going to stop. We're not putting up with it here, and our new president's not going to put up with it. Our attorney general's not going to put up with it. And the people that were doing it are not going to be in office. And if they can prove what they did violated the constitutional rights of the people they're doing it to, they better hire a lawyer themselves. But as I said, the weaponization of police, the police power in any city, any state, any country is such a chilling effect on what's happened. And I defer to Attorney Pinella, because the years that he has practiced and represented people in his country, to me, certainly he's eloquent and can speak for himself. This has got to be heartbreaking, aside from the fact how outrageous it is for them to show worldwide this 2,000 militia people trying to find Pastor Quiboloy and take him in handcuffs. This is what's happening in the world today. Is a sad state of affairs. But my sense is, hopefully, we can change it. Hopefully, we can get the truth out. And the informants that have been used in the case against Pastor Quiboloy to get him, and I'll tell you, one of them was responsible for the whole thing. When that guy's lips move, he's lying. As long as his lips are moving, there's lies coming out of his mouth. And because of what he said to different agencies and different officers, I wind up with a pastor from this church that I've respected for years, and I've seen the works he's done all over the world. It's a sad day, and I'm terribly saddened by this. And I hope the lawyers in the Philippines can impress upon the judge there that he should be admitted to bail and will be able to defend himself properly.